guys, look at this gorgeous little popsicle sticks. Oh, he's perfect. Perfect little baby. Oh, he's trying to stretch. He wants belly rubs. Look at him side-eye me. Oh, he's sassy. Don't side-eye about it. Don't be shy about it. How's your good morning? You were barking for a minute and it was annoying. You like annoying mommy in the mornings, yeah? Oh, he's such a bad boy. Come here, my bad boy. Oh, there he is. Hi, babes. Hey, my babes. Are you my babes? Oh, he loves his moms. Yeah, he does. Are you my babes? Dang, you're cute. Who said you can be this cute, huh? It should be illegal. You're gorgeous, baby. You're gorgeous. Let me see. Are you hungry? Yeah? You want to eat something? You want some food? You want a hot body? Yeah, he does. Okay, let's go get you a hot body. He wants a hot body. It's not his fault.
Yeah, hot body. For
Hot
sure.
body, baby.
Hot body.
Come on, sit. Yes, it's chicken.
Sit.
Like, fine. Okay, good boy. Okay, go ahead. Good boy.
Good boy.
Good boy.
Good boy.
Chicken little. He's a chicken little.
Chicken little.
Okay, so my nephew stayed home from school today, so I asked him what pizza he wanted. And out of all of them, he narrowed it down to these three. he just slashed it to the freezer because he doesn't want to see. All right.
All right, so this is 1,
Yeah.
2, 3. Oh!
He doesn't know what to do.
Oh, unbelievable.
Yes!
No!
You picked the one I wanted. How are you that excited? Why did you just pick it if that's the one you wanted?
X, yeah.
And it's pink.
Spicy sopa risotto.
Spicy. Spicy. Is he excited? Is he excited?
We should let him pick one for the next time.
Okay.
You see these two? You're gonna pick one, okay? All right, come on, pick one.
Straight to the cheese.
You do not. Thanks, Tia. Thanks, Tia.
You're welcome, Ington. What? What?
Are you recording?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Right.
We just gave Snoopy drugs. We didn't know anything about this. Look at this dog. Come on.
We just get. Hey, he's not dead, dog.
He's smoking the weed. Look at him. His ears are down. He knows we caught him.
You're smoking weed?
Seaweed. Are you a seaweedy? Are you a sea junkie?
Are you a sea junkie? Baby, is this how I'm gonna catch you? I don't like it. You guys can hear me now.
He did, but it's sea salt, seaweed.
Look, he's shy about it.
Yeah.
He's embarrassed.
I'm gonna take your weed, alright?
He's taking your
Oh.
weed?
Look his legs.
He's like, give me my weed back, man. You
Okay,
don't know
okay,
me like
I'm sorry,
that.
I'm sorry,
Give
I'm
my weed back.
Oh my gosh.
He
Look
took
at-
it from you.
That's crazy. He's
like-
actually getting high off of it.
He's like, this is mine, not yours. All right?
Look.
Oh,
He's
my.
high. Oh, you little high boy.
Oh, my goodness. He's rolling in the weed. Baby, stop it. The weed isn't good for you. I cannot believe
Oh
him.
my gosh, he's actually.
Well,
Well,
side here first.
he's still eating it. He's getting high. And he just gave our freaking dog hot.
I didn't know.
I didn't know either.
He's like licking it now. Look at him. He's crazy.
He's tweaking out. We just give him weed.
You're tweaking out about his tweaking out.
Yeah, because it's so funny. It's like, what kind of dog gets high off of seaweed?
He does. He's sensitive, that's why.
He's doing these. Munchies! Munchies!
I want food.
Okay, listen, dude. You're...
Oh, he's in the house? When did you get in here? He's innocent. She's ready. It smells so
Yeah,
good.
oh my gosh, it smells freaking good. Yeah, take it out.
Good.
There's no point.
All right.
Got a meat lover pizza with cauliflower crust. Me personally, I'm not a bit afraid of the cauliflower. I heard flour, I'm just triggered.
Okay.
One bite, everybody knows the rules.
Be honest. You took too long. That means it's not that good.
Gotta get the right taste.
Oh, okay. Good. Spit all the shit. My turn. You're taking too long.
Undercarriage, very good.
Oh my
It's very spicy, but not too spicy.
This is so good.
It's not too spicy to the point where you can't take it. It's spicy enough for you to love it. And I love this. Cauliflower crust, amazing choice. Very crispy, very... It's not bready where you're like, okay, I'm gonna get fat eating this. It's cauliflower. And the cheese too, it's very doughy. It's not too doughy where it's just dripping off the pizza. You have to strip it like, you know. Very good, very good. I'd give it a solid 7.8.
That's it? I give it a 9.5. This is good.
9.5?
Well,
Just burn my mouth.
yeah? This is one of the greatest pizzas of my life. Like, the cheese is so good. If you don't like it, you don't have to eat it.
I love it. I freaking love it.
I kind of want to eat her half too, and I can't.
You think she'll notice? Well, we still have like the forked cheese. We can make another pizza. And we can just put like toppings on that.
It doesn't fit in my calories. It would just be from not wanting it to end. The flavor.
Flavor. Hi guys! Okay, I got a Devil May Cry show to watch. No, I'm not!
Hi guys. Okay, so yesterday I officially started tracking again. Or was it 2 days ago? I think it was 2 days ago. I stopped tracking this whole last month. I can always tell once I start tracking how much little protein I was getting when I wasn't tracking. Just because when I'm not tracking, I tend to be hungrier more often. Because I'm not focused on protein. I'm just eating whatever I have. And when I do start tracking, I notice that I'm less hungry. Like, I'm more satiated even though I'm eating in a deficit, which is really cool. We are heading to Equinox as soon as I'm done reading to you. So we are going to read together and then we are heading out. I'm going to get my Bible. Our Bible. Let's do it. We're in chapter 30. My goodness. My Pilates appointment is at 4 p.m. So I'm going to start seeing her on Wednesdays. But I feel like 4 is really late. Honestly, I think that's fine. I really do. Because I don't know. Part of me is like, that's late to be like all the way in the city. But a part of me is like, I kind of want to be in the city a little bit late. And just like enjoy it. So yeah. I'm going to be out there late. Which is perfect because... after my session, it's around 5, and then I don't leave until 7 or after 7 just because traffic is crazy before that. And I'm not trying to get caught in traffic. God, I love God so much. Okay, so chapter 30. But now they mock me. Men younger than I, whose fathers I would have disdained to put with my sheepdogs. Of what use was the strength of their hands to me? Since their vigor had gone from them. So I think what he's saying is like, even people that he wasn't very fond of in his prime, now even their children look at him with disdain. So he's like, how the tables have turned, right? Haggard from want and hunger, they roamed the parched land in desolate wastelands at night. In the brush they gathered salt herbs. Of what use was the strength of their hands to me, since their vigor had gone from them? Haggard from want and hunger, they roamed the parched land in desolate wastelands at night. In the brush they gathered salt herbs, and their food was the root of the broom tree. They were banished from their fellow men, shouted at as if they were thieves. They were forced to live in the dry stream beds, among the rocks and in the holes in the ground. So he's painting a picture of the lives that they lived. These bad boys. They brayed among the bushes and huddled in the undergrowth, a base and nameless brood. They were driven out of the land. And now their sons mock me in song. I have become a byword among them. They detest me and keep their distance. They do not hesitate to spit in my face. And this is how they're treating him now. Now that God has unstrung my bow and afflicted me, They throw off restraint in my presence. And this is the thing too, guys. We live in a society where the outside matters, right? Like the way that you look, the way that you dress, the way that you present yourself, the way that you speak, the way that, like, what car you drive, what do you do for work? Like, all of those things in society, they matter. And that's the unfortunate truth, right? And I remember having so many of these conversations with one of my older brothers because that used to anger him so much. He's like, people are shallow. They only care about, like, shallow things. So we would have these conversations and I'd be like, yeah, but this is the thing. Since we know that, we can use those things to our advantage. We can play into those things in a way that benefits the kingdom of God, right? Like, if we know that people care when you take care of yourself and take you more seriously if you take care of yourself, but also by taking care of ourselves, we're honoring and revering God. So it's kind of like, right, it's 2 for 2. Like, you win regardless. Whereas if you're not taking care of your body, if you're not taking care of your health, that is going to make you struggle in the spiritual sense, right? You're going to have like certain thoughts that are going to be harder to fight against if you are actively not taking care of yourself. Because, for example, when thoughts come up of like, oh, I'm not good enough, if you're not taking care of yourself, that is your action towards telling your body, telling yourself that you're not significant enough to be taken care of, right? So that is why it's crucial to eat good, to listen to your body, to learn what works for you, to learn what doesn't work for you, right? Like, something I recently gave up almost a year ago is sugar, right? And here and there, I will have it very rarely, but I'm very proactive about not incorporating it into my diet. And it was because I started noticing that that was a contributing factor to my spiritual strength or weakness. Whenever I had sugar, thoughts would come into my mind and it was harder for me to fight against those thoughts. And ever since I cut it out, those thoughts don't even come up. It's not even a spiritual battle anymore with those thoughts because I've been able to maintain discipline in an area of my life that I struggled with. And I was not able to do it in my own strength. God gave me the strength to do it. God gave me the conviction. I know when it's a conviction from God because it is so deep in my soul and so overwhelming. And then whenever I do it, I feel like something is really wrong. Like, I shouldn't be doing this. And that is what conviction feels like. It's when you know that you're doing something that you shouldn't be doing. And so that's just an example for me, right? But maybe there's something on your life that you've been feeling it on your spirit, something that you need to give up, something that you haven't given up, that you need to. And it's God telling you, like, hey, this isn't good for you. You shouldn't be doing this, right? And he's going to tell you gently. The negative effects of it are going to show up in your life to the point where it's undeniable. God is just trying to watch your back. I have a book, it's called Sugar Blues, and I didn't even finish reading it just because the first few chapters I was already so convinced to not have sugar anymore. But it's called Sugar Blues, and it tells you about the origins of sugar cane and, like, sugar, where it derived from, and it derives from sugar cane, and that's its natural essence, right? It was literally like drugs being sold all over the world once they processed it, and the processing got worse and worse over the years. And it shows you just how bad it is for your body and, like, the effects. And I guess the person that wrote the book in the first place was really struggling with their skin when they were young, and that's something that I have very, very sensitive skin. So if ever I'm eating something or putting something on my skin or anything like that that is not good for me, my body, it reacts to it really negatively. So I always have to be so careful, so aware of what I'm putting in my body, what I'm putting on my skin, like all that stuff, right? So in the book, he's talking about how sugar was a contributing factor of all of his skin issues. Yeah, I just opened my eyes to the effects of sugar. And what was my point? I had a point. Literally one chocolate bar will have like 80 grams of sugar. I'm like, my goodness, I get like 40 grams of sugar a day, and it's all from fruit and stuff. So I'm like, one bar, 80 grams. Oh, it's a lot, right? Anyway, okay, but I digress. Oh yeah, so my whole point was that society really looks down on you when you're at a low point, which is really sad and really heartbreaking. And I've definitely been there, right? Like when I was when I literally had nothing to my name and I was sleeping in the back of my mom's car, like, ugh. I had so many people that I know I could have gone to and would have been there for me, but it wasn't about that. It was more of just wanting to stay so tethered to God that I didn't want any distractions. And I felt like if my family would have been there for me, I wouldn't have depended on God the way that I learned to. So it was like that season of intentional isolation, not because I was alone or because I didn't have anybody that would have been there for me. It was more so just because I wanted to learn to lean on God in a way that I never had before, in a way that I never had to, because there was always somebody there for me. And I was like, no, I want God to be there for me. I want God to get me out of this, because at this point in my life, he's the only one that I trust to do essentially what he's done in my life, right? He transformed my life. He changed the trajectory of my life, and I will forever give him credit for that. And God is the kind of God, he's a very jealous God, right? So he's not going to want anybody to have the credit for what he's done in your life. So because of my story, because of the way things played out, no one can take credit for my life and what he has done in me and the work he has done on me and what we've created together as a team, as a united front. And that is why no matter where life takes me, God will always be at the center of my life. God will always take glory for all that happens in my life, because I couldn't have done it without him. And I'm well aware of that. And he's well aware of that. And he's not sassy about it. Like, you have all this because of me. Like, no, that's not God. He's more of like, baby, don't forget about me, okay? Because I'm the one that's going to keep you safe no matter what life throws at you, no matter what tries to come into your life or scare you or whatever. He's like, I'm going to protect you. And that's the kind of God that I serve, the kind of God that I can hide under his wing and I know that I'm safe in his wing. And so why would I ever want to leave his wing? I don't, especially because I know the heights that God wants to take me to. So I want to make sure that I'm always in his protection, always in his covenant. I'm not the kind of person that can live outside of God's protection. I'm not. The enemy has tried to end my life many times. And when you are a sacred vessel of God, the enemy hates you and he's going to want to take you out. But it's not going to happen because he's a loser, and we are well aware of that. On my right, the tribe attacks. They lay snares for my feet. They build their siege ramps against me. They break up my road. They succeed in destroying me without anyone's helping them. It's cute the way it says that, but he's in such weakness right now that any type of attack towards him, it's getting him very deep, because he's in a very sensitive place right now. In his mind right now, people that are unrighteous and people that have lived the life that now he's living, they think that he's one of them, except they see him worse because he comes from like having it all. So they're like, you're not with us, you're below us. And he's not used to that. They advance as through a gaping breach. Amid the ruins they come rolling in. Terrors overwhelm me. My dignity is driven away as by the wind. My safety vanishes like a cloud, and now my life ebbs away. Days of suffering grip me. Night pierces my bones. My gnawing pains never rest. In his great power, God, oh my God. Look at where the brackets are again. Remember the brackets I showed you guys in my last vlog? In his great power, God. It's so cool. I wonder what those brackets mean. Maybe you know what they mean. Okay, in his great power, God becomes like clothing to me. He binds me like the neck of my garment. He throws me into the mud, and I am reduced to dust and ashes. I cry out to you, O God, but you do not answer. I stand up, but you merely look at me. You turn on me ruthlessly. With the might of your hand, you attack me. You snatch me up and drive me before the wind. You toss me about in the storm. I know you will bring me down to death, to the place appointed for all the living. Surely no one lays a hand on a broken man when he cries for help in his distress. Have I not wept for those in trouble? Has not my soul grieved for the poor? Yet when I hoped for good, evil came. When I looked for light, then came darkness. The churning inside me never stops. Days of suffering confront me. I go about blackened, but not by the sun. I stand up in the assembly and cry for help. I have become a brother of jackals, a companion of owls. My skin grows black and peels. My body burns with fever. My harp is turned to mourning, and my flute to the sound of wailing. I'm telling you, this man is very poetic in his expression of what he's going through and the frustration that he's feeling and the way that society has changed towards him and the way he feels so disrespected, so devalued, so dishonored, in the way he feels betrayed by God, still in his suffering and his pain, not understanding, knowing that he's righteous, knowing that he didn't deserve what he went through, and still suffering through the pain, right? And what we know is that God is going to answer him very, very soon. But he's still in the midst of it, and he's still in the disbelief, in the suffering, in the groaning, in the crying, in his body aching and not understanding why he is going through what he is going through. If you are feeling these feels in any way, shape, or form, just know that I love you so much. Just know that God loves you so much. And just know that I'm praying for you, and God loves you, and God sees you, and he sees your pain. And this is not your forever state. You are not going to be in this suffering forever. There is a hope and there is a future for you, and there are things that you can't even imagine. The scriptures say the gifts that God has in store for those that love him go beyond your wildest imagination. Essentially, it's not verbatim, but it's along those lines of the blessings that God has in store for you, and to never lose sight of that and to hold on to that hope. With God, there is never false hope, right? Like, I'm not allowed to put my religious beliefs into a therapy session until I have my own clinic, or until I'm working for a clinic that's Christian based, right? So I have to pretty much guard God in therapy, which is unfortunate, right? But I know that one day I will incorporate God into therapy, but for now it's illegal and I can't. So that being said, here, this channel belongs to God. So here there will always be hope for you. Here there is always something waiting for you on the other side of the suffering. And I'm somebody that has gone through it a billion times. And every single one of those times, God brought me to something even more beautiful than I could have ever imagined for myself. So I just want you to know that that is the case for you. And if you've never experienced that before, it's just probably because there's something in your spiritual life that might be missing. And maybe that's communion with God. Maybe that's actively pursuing him. Maybe it's getting in your word. Maybe it's praying. Maybe you'll know what is missing. You'll know what you haven't implemented into your life that could bring you closer to God. Because remember, God is a gentleman. It's your step, his step, your step, his step. God isn't going to bulldoze himself into your life because he respects your autonomy. So you have to give him permission. And once you give him that permission, you'll find that it was the most worth it thing you've ever done in your entire life. So with that being said, I love you so much. We are gonna head out right now, and yeah, I'm excited to head to LA with you because that's like my favorite place in the world right now. I'm so happy. I've always loved LA, but I didn't feel called there until this season hit, and it was like, boom, it's time now, go. And I'm like, okay. And so I just feel all that excitement. I love you. I'm not gonna cry. Okay. It doesn't take a white dress. It doesn't take a fortress. Nobody needs a ring to fall in love. When I met you, it was easy, and I held it like a secret until the day I couldn't hide it anymore. I wanna grow older, I wanna grow wiser, I wanna grow flowers in a house that's made of you. Just watch it burn out, look down if you like to. Look at that. I cover the summer key, watching the sunset fill the San Diego sky. The Los Angeles sky. You made it holy. Your lips, your hair, it drives me wild. I always grab the banana that they put in the fruit section in the locker room. Oh my god, I'm so happy to be here. And the locker room is empty as usual. I love it. Oh, I'm so happy. I washed my clothes again and I put my gym bag in here. I always kept forgetting my gloves. So I finally have them, so now we can lift heavy because it hurts if I don't. And I'll meet you in a secret place, kissing in the darkest safe. I know you wanna hold me the right way. And I'll keep it quiet, and I'll keep it hush. And I might deny it, but I'm never gonna give you up. I'll keep it quiet.
lose me again. Maybe after midnight, you will lend me your hand. Scream under the streetlights for now, and I'll keep you quiet.